Okay, let's check everything out. Sorry for the late start today, everybody, and we're not going to have a ton of time to stream, unfortunately, because I just have a ton of stuff to do today. I had an appointment that I accidentally double booked, so unfortunately, everybody, this is not going to get to be a mega stream today, but we're going to do the best we can, okay? We're going to do the best we can. We're going to play for a couple hours and just hang out, and the most important thing is I do have a Discord server. I don't have it linked in my profile because having a server integration with your channel is something you can only do as an affiliate, apparently, which is bullcrap. It's bullcrap. But I have a plan. I have whispers set up. So if anybody's watching today, and I'll make this announcement a couple times during the stream. If anybody's watching and would like to join the server, throw me a whisper. Let me know what your Discord name is, your handle, so I know it's you requesting me, and I will kick you an invite. And that's just how we're gonna do it manually for now, and because I'm not an affiliate, so I don't have the full integration. I can't fully integrate a Discord server into this channel, unfortunately. But there is one that exists. It's out there. So yeah. All right, the stream game. Today, I don't have a ton of time. Spud, whisper to me, bud. Whisper to me now, and I will get you a link to the Discord server. That's a great question. I have no idea. Google how to whisper to me. I have whispers unlocked. And I will send you a link to the Discord server. All right. We have Kerbals on the ground. Now, today is going to be a lot of building because we are starting from zero here. Brand new spacecraft. Brand new spacecraft to get Kerbals off of Eve. But yeah, Google it and then do it. And whisper to me, and I will get you hooked up. I have to think about something here really quickly. Oh yes, I need my Delta V map. This is going to be very important because we have to get a... There we go. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Okay. So that should be it. There we go. This is how we're doing this for a while. Bum, 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 bum. Also behave, Spud. I don't have a crap load of time to moderate this. So, everyone behave. Be good. Alright, we gotta go to Eve. How much we need 8 kilometers of Delta V to get from the surface of Eve to orbit. So, command pod. We're not gonna deal... I have a plan to deal with the ladder issue, because ladders have always been kind of an issue for us. And this command pod, this craft has gotta be as light as humanly possible. Eve. Okay, we're setting up sea level at Eve because on this are our Delta V tools, because we're gonna need them here, everybody. Hacker voice. I'm in. Very nice, very nice. Let me double check and see if I can see you in there. Now is it you there? Hang on. All right, congratulations. I think you might just be the first person ever. You have a hilarious Discord name. All right, so Also, Spud, good to see you once again. Had to start a bit late today because I had an appointment that I totally I overbooked. You know, I overbooked. All right, so we're gonna do this. I'm a little nervous because Eve is the big one, everybody. Eve is the big one. This is the big planet. If we can do this, Tylo and Moho should be easy. So first, we need to build an upper stage, and it needs to be as light as humanly possible. It's all about just getting as much yeah, it's all about just getting as much fuel on this little thing as possible. Sorry, my brain is just fried today. Too big. Size, boom. Alright, let's do this. Bow, dow, bow, bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Dow, 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 dow. Okay. Okay. And then we need an engine. Then we need a rocket motor. Rocket motor. Also, my last Kerbal stream did obscene numbers. I'm very thankful to everybody. You know, for popping in and checking it out. It was really cool to see the kind of numbers that it did. Like, it was crazy. Okay, what about this guy? No. Nope. Trying to look for something that, you know, has the right amount of... There we go. How much Delta V is that? 628. Is this a good sea level engine? I need an engine with really high performance. I mean, the urge is kind of just to plop a nuclear engine on there. Somehow that gives me 0 Delta V, though. That's curious. What about you? There we go. That's pretty reasonable. That's a lot of Delta V. Okay, so that's 1.4 kilometers of Delta V. So this is my upper stage. This will get us where we need to be, kind of. I usually heard, and I might have pulled a fat-ass fucking scholarship by being... Hey, that's great! I got a scholarship one time, well, a grant for staying in college too long. They gave me a scholarship because I wouldn't leave. Clampatron docking port senior. Why is that? Man, that sucker is huge. Okay. No, we don't need that. We need that. There we go. And we're trying to keep this... Nope, I guess we're gonna pop that sucker up. We're gonna keep this stack just as big as possible, I suppose. But yeah, congratulations. So, is that a scholarship for, like, this year, or for when you go to, when you potentially go to grad school? Okay, perfect. Okay, so the next step is we gotta get... Oh, crap, I forgot the most important thing. There's something here that we cannot forget. Somewhere on this spacecraft, I have got to put a brain. So let's do that now. Let's get a brain put on. Because this thing's got to fly itself. There we go. According to what they've said, I could get my bachelor's for 25 flat, and they'll pay for the rest after other scholars. That's not too bad. That's pretty good. Okay. Sorry, I've never built a craft like this before, and it's taking a very long time because I'm having to do big thinks about everything. You know, it's very complex, this whole getting off of Eve thing. That is wonderful. That's going to save tons of money. It's good to see that you're being invested in, too. They're investing in you. Okay. Now we need a big, big rocket engine. Thrust, vacuum, 2,000. Okay, that's a lot. Thrust atmosphere at sea level. Not quite sure why. My staging is working out really weirdly, and I don't like that. Because apparently none of this is... You know what? I want to know why this isn't working. Hang on. Is Kerbal just being weird? We need to test something, everybody. We're just going to do a quick test. Today's a lot of test in tune to get ready for going to Eve. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. Okay, so I just have infinite fuel right now. I also don't have control over SAS. Revert to launch. What is going on here? Something's really buggy right now. It was just burning. Like, it wasn't... Also, lazy. Whisper to me. So I have fuel connected to that rocket engine, and it won't... Yeah, it's really weird. Like, there's fuel connected to it, but it's not showing that it has fuel. Like, there's fuel in here, and then I connect this up, and it shows it, but it doesn't give me delta V for it, you know? Okay, maybe what I need to do is that. There we go. Okay, now it's showing 0 delta V, but at least it shows a stage, you know? I don't know, is this bro, or is this thing... God, Kerbal is just... Guys, this game is like 1 billion years old. It should be working. Oh, so it's just the Rhino motor that's completely and utterly, like, broken. Where's my Rhino at? Yeah, it's just the Rhino that's completely and utterly broken. Yeah. Alright, we're not using Rhinos, everybody. Would have been convenient, but the game doesn't want that. Oh, we tried launching it a second ago. It falls off the pad. It doesn't acknowledge that there's fuel. That's okay. That's okay. That's all right. That's all right. It's going to be okay. Yeah, let's go back here. I want to go to Eve. We're going to go to sea level. I'm probably not going to use a Rhino anyways, because it means I'm going to make my rocket really wide, and I don't want to do that. So we're just gonna keep going so far. But also, yeah, Lazy, you should kick me a whisper, because yeah, I started a Discord because I was asked to by many people. So if you kick, I can't have it integrated through the channel until I'm an affiliate. But if you kick me a whisper, I will send you an invite. Okay. All right. It's all right, everybody. Let's just calm down. No. Yes. Boop. 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 We'll do that. That'll work. Okay. All right. And today what we're trying to do is we want to escape Eve, or at least build the machine that will escape, get us off Eve, and get it into space and on its way. I don't have a ton of time to stream to everybody today, but I wanted to get this stream in because I know that there's singles of people look forward to this, you know? So what we're gonna do here is set that. And we're going to test this thing from the ground here on Kerbin many times. How can I whisper? You do that by... Okay. Spud figured it out. I don't know how... Like, Google it. I don't know how to do it. I don't actually know how to whisper. But I promise you it is doable, and then when you do it, I will send you something. Okay, oop. We're also going to asparagus stage the absolute crap out of this thing. Okay, I need big rocket motor. Slightly smaller rocket motor, actually. Let's go ahead. Yeah, let's pop another set of mainsails on here. There we go. I just whispered it to you, Lazy. I got you, bud. I got you. Alright. I don't actually know how I'm going to get Kerbals onto this thing, but I'm going to worry about that. I'm going to worry about that later, okay, everybody? We're going to worry about getting... Don't let me launch this thing to Eve without being able to put Kerbals on board it. Alright, that's chat's mission today. Prevent poopy boop stupidity. It's a tall order, I know. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna pop this off. There we go. Oh, hey, Townie. Thanks for coming in and watching. Long time no see in the chat. I'm building a big, dumb rocket right now in an attempt to rescue. I mean, get my Kerbals off their totally planned and not at all seat of the pants mission. Because they're stuck on another planet far away. Big and dumb. You'll see. Alright, we gotta do some aero. Because the atmosphere is very thick on Eve. So everything is gonna require aero. Oh. Are they your son? The rocket doesn't fall from the tree. My. Okay. Gotta think. Brain hurty. Okay. Boom. We're gonna need a lot of Sepatrons to make this thing work. There is a meme section. Now, once again, everybody, we're keeping it safe for work. Keep it safe for work. I do not want to deal with age verification. So, you know, have your fun. Just, you know, I trust you all's best instincts on how spicy to go, you know? Okay, let's try this. Boop. There we go. Okay. We're also going to go ahead and let's just... Let's auto-strut. Yeah, those are all auto-strutted. Sweet. Sweet. All right. This is our first stage. Oh, and we need to do something important. Where's our fuel? Let's come here. Okay, there we go. So that's set up. Let's try a test. Because we're going to need... This is all going to be pointless if landing... You know, if we can't actually support the weight of this thing. So, what we're going to do here... is we're going to put... Bum, 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 bum. Bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum. Okay. Let's set some landing gear up. Where is the landing gear? Boom. Okay, so... Boop, 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 boop. I've never built anything that is this big before that actually has to leave the ground. Okay, so I'm a little concerned about the weight here, everybody. Okay. So... Alright. That's 3,800 meters a second on Eve right there. That's not going to be nearly enough to get us out of orbit, but we're not quite there yet. All we want to do is see if we can make this thing go. Okay. All right, everybody. You could kick one. I'm not actually looking at the Discord right now because I'm so deeply involved in the gaming. You know, as a pro gamer, I have to be very, you know, cognizant of my pro gaming. Okay. All right. We're gonna call this Eve Ascent Craft. Oh my God, am I gonna be when I look at this Discord, like how? You know what? I'm looking. Let me grab my phone. God damn it, all of you. Jesus Christ. Well, you guys are really going at it. I will post a couple of my favorites later this evening. I eventually have to go get dinner when the stream is over, and I promised a friend I'd game with them. This weekend became very busy. You know, very busy weekend. Okay. So let's make sure it's not going to put Kerbals in here. Good, because Kerbals should never ride on any rocket I create. And actually, let's pull this from here. On the actual rocket, we're going to put our brain down below the, you know, in the depths of the rocket, because it won't need a brain once it's, once Kerbals are on board. Okay, let's check our staging. Okay. Do 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 do. Loading a bombardment. Oh, don't start. All right, here we go. Save. Here we go. We're going to do our first test of our Eve Ascent vehicle. This is just to see how it flies, how it works, if it's okay, because it needs at least 2 more layers of asparagus staging just to get it going. I mean, it's Eve, guys. It's the worst planet. So SAS is on. We're going to throttle up. Beautiful. All right. We're putting some pressure on it right now because we got to make sure that it can handle Eve's insane atmosphere. I mean, this thing's probably capable of going to orbit right now. Whoa! Not a lot of control authority, though. Hey, that worked pretty well. That was pretty cool. All right. Let's go to revert flight. Let's revert to vehicle assembly. This could be an assembly day stream, everybody. You know, this is big day for making big rocket to go to moon or go to Eve. Let's come back here. All right, let's go to let's go to Eve and sea level. Look at all that delta V that we don't have. We have 3,800 meters a second of delta V right now. That will not be nearly enough, everybody. But we're going to deploy the arrow spike. Because apparently arrow spikes are freaking amazing on Eve. Apparently they are best rocket. So we're going to add a couple of these and a couple of these and some more of these. Yeah! Yeah! Okay. We're also going to need some stabilization. So let's go to Command and Control. There we go. All right, there we go. So now we're going to build our aerospike pods. And I'm probably just going to keep peppering this thing with aerospikes until I have as many as I need. Because apparently this is like the engine for Eve, from what I've read. I didn't watch any guides or anything like that, but I do remember from back in the day that aerospikes are the one you want. So... especially to get you moving. That and solid SRBs. So there's probably going to be some SRBs on here. The thing is, we've got to launch this entire thing all the way out to Eve, which I'm not going to worry about that right now. That's too scary to think about. Like that's... yeah, I have no idea. Getting this thing to Eve. You all have seen me build some big, stupid rockets before. We're going to have to go bigger and stupider than ever. Oh, I'm now just start loading a bombardment. Okay. So, now we need our spiky boys. So, what are... oh, that's my aerospike engine that I threw over there. Okay. Boom. I've never used aerospikes before in this game. I'm not really sure how they work. I know it's like a rocket engine that doesn't have like, what's it called? It's a rocket engine that doesn't have a bell. And they don't seem to be as powerful as I was kind of hoping that they would be. But we always have room for more fuel. So that's what we shall do. We shall just add more fuel. We kind of want this thing to be kind of short and stout because we have to land it and we don't want it to fall over. Hey, Clown Fiasco. Hey, Fiasco, how are you? If this is the Fiasco I'm thinking of, how are you doing? And it is Poopy Boop. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba ba. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna go ahead and do auto strut. Auto strut. Bringing the Fiasco. Well, hey, thanks for popping in. Thanks for popping into the chat. If you are indeed the Fiasco that Townie knows, you're the Fiasco that I know. And you're a good Fiasco. There we go. All right, now we need some Seppi boys. Because we're going to have to get all these things off of here. Oh my god, this only puts us up to 3.8 meters. Or 3.8 kilometers a second. And supposedly we need well in excess of 9. I think I might suck at this, everybody. Okay. Doot doot. Okay. Now we have to do our... yeah, we need rocket motors. There we go. Sorry, everybody. I got distracted there for a second. Okay, let's go ahead and set these guys here. We kind of want to set them near the center of gravity. Meme bombardment ready. So it's just going to be all memes all the time then, huh, everybody? That's what the server's for. Memes. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm going to be right there with you guys when I'm done streaming today. Well, I've got to go game, but then I'm going to be right there with you guys. Throwing the dankest memes. That's what I wanted it for. The dankest safe for work memes. I would have loved to have done other stuff, but, you know, once again, really don't want to deal with age verification on that server. I'm hoping that moderating it doesn't take too much time. That's why I want everyone to be chill. Okay, there we go, everybody. We're going to go ahead and save. We're going to build another set of landing gear for this rocket, because we're going to have to build landing gear basically every time. But I kind of know of a good sub-assembly now that I like, so we'll do that. Where are the girders at? Structure. And then we'll build our landing gear. So we'll go over here to landing gear. All right. I feel like I chose Eve instead of Moho or Tylo to do next, everybody. Because I feel like if we get Eve, everybody, we're done. We'll go get Tylo and Moho real quick. I say real quick, but I think I know what the... Tylo will require a new lander. But, you know, I feel like I know what I did wrong there. Okay, make sure there are no Kerbals on board. Let's check our staging. Always check the staging, everybody. I'm going to bring this up here. Okay, we're going to light all those. Okay, so all my Sepatrons go here. All right, everybody. Next test. I'm going to save this thing and hit launch. Okay, it should be able to just sit up under its own weight. That's kind of the plan. So we're going to do, like I said, this is a test in tune day. Next weekend, I think we'll do another mega stream with the goal of absolutely getting Kerbals off of Eve. I think that's going to be our... All right, so we're going to throttle up, power this on. Here we go. Oh, gosh darn it. Revert flight. I forgot something, everybody. We gotta run our fuel lines, folks. Fuel lines, very important. My meme challenges Dev. Who's Dev? I don't know you all's Discord names yet because, you know, I just, you know... Oh, yeah, Lazy Dev. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, hey, Spud. Welcome back. All right, you know what? I'm not going to look at memes while I'm streaming. We're not doing it, but I will say this. I do have another mega stream planned that we've all talked about where we do a flight from Australia or New Zealand to Antarctica. I did download the Antarctica and New Zealand map pack for Microsoft Flight Sim for that exact purpose. And now the coolest thing would be is you all can send me funny infomercials that I can then watch while, you know, we're doing that flight. And you guys are just too busy memeing each other to care. Okay, what did I totally forget to do? Oh yes, I need fuel lines. Fuel lines, fuel lines, fuel lines. So we're just gonna go... Boop. Boop. There we go. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to save. Now we're going to launch. Wish us luck, everybody. Look at the one I just posted. It's really good. Give me a second, everybody. I'm getting there. I mean, the thing is, I don't want this to be a meme stream today. We're going to have a meme stream soon. All right, I'll tell you what. We'll do a meme. I'm not going to call it a meme review. All right, here we go. So, okay, throttle up. Okay. Okay. Revert to vehicle assembly. Not the most aerodynamically stable machine, but I know why. I wasn't pulling from all my side tanks. I was actually pulling from only 2 of them. Because the game screwed me. Alright, we're gonna go here to 4. Okay, grab you. There we go. Now we're gonna save. We're gonna launch. Okay, deep breath. Deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. We got this. We got this. Eve shall not defeat us. We shall not be defeated by Eve, everybody. I refuse! Okay, here we go. Deep breath. All right, my arrow spiky boys are running well. We're gonna need a lot more fuel in them to get, you know, out of out of Eve's atmosphere. But I think we'll be going. I have an infinite supply of memes. Yes, that was awesome. I mean, this thing goes to space now, easy. It flies pretty good, too. Let's revert to our vehicle assembly. Tick No Man's Sky. Welcome to the chat. A lot of people are memeing in the Discord. If you throw me a follow, I will send you a link to the Discord. That's kind of the thing. Typically, so if I become an affiliate, which I don't, that's crazy that I'm even thinking about. I can make it so where if you just follow the channel, you're automatically invited to the Discord, but they only let you do that if you're an affiliate, which is bullcrap. But what can you do? So if you like what you see, also I should play No Man's Sky on this channel. I like No Man's Sky. That's chill. That's a fun game. I didn't even thought about that. Okay, we're gonna take this assembly off and just put it over here somewhere. Go away. Go away. Go away. There we go. Okay. Next step, everybody, is we've got to add way more Delta V, because we don't have nearly enough Delta V. We don't have nearly enough Delta V right now. There will never be enough Delta V, but we need way more. Okay, so what I want to do is I think I'm going to put another layer of these arrow spikes on here. Let's go ahead and go to sea level, Eve. God damn it. Sea level on Kerbin, I have 8 kilometers a second of Delta V, and that halves on Eve. So let's go ahead. Let's go to here, and let's add more. More! Does anybody remember what copy is? Yeah, Toctic, No Man's Sky, you've missed well, check the VODs or my YouTube channel. I've been doing a lot of work on Eve recently, and Eve has vexed me. It has vexed me so. Eve, how to copy parts in Kerbal Space Program. Alt, left click. Okay. Okay, so we'll go here. Boop. Do 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 do. Okay. Auto strut. There we go. Yeah, I've had a bad time with I've had a bad time with Eve. Like, Eve has been the worst place I've ever been in this game. Okay. So now we got to check our staging. It's always very important. Check your staging, everybody. Okay, that's all good. Okay, we got all our rocket motors. Okay. There we go. All right. It's still not enough, though. It will never, ever be enough. Like, I'm just to the point now where I'm just putting rockets on places. You know what? No. I don't understand how people do this. Like, Eve is hard. You even be out in, eat out. Wait a sec, Spud. Why do they call it Eve when you Eve in the eat out the pea soup atmosphere? Spud, did you just have a stroke? You good? You okay? Okay, whew. That was a rough message. It's like that one kid from the YouTube video when you and then you see and then you kind of Okay. Can't nestle a. Okay, but serious question. Okay, I have a possibly serious answer. The BIOS crashed. XD. What BIOS? Also, how do you crash a BIOS? Perhaps I'm not computer savvy enough to know, but I didn't know you could crash a BIOS. I thought they were, like, integral to the operation of a computer. Alright. You know what? We're just gonna keep going. It's just gonna get bigger. The solution to rocket is more rocket. Actually, no, I don't want that one. We're gonna asparagus stage the absolute hell out of this thing. Okay, why can't I connect that to there? There we go. You go right there. I'm gonna do this. Auto strut. Auto strut. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, now my staging is a little bit weird here, everybody. So we're gonna have to create another stage. Okay, there we go. Premium content for the fam. Here we go. There we are. Okay, sorry. Thing's gonna look like a bloomin' onion. Well, that's... Perhaps there were other Kerman families, and there was like a, you know, there was a spicy disagreement between the Kerbals, and now there's only one group of Kerbals. Yeah, I thought about trying something like that, but I'm also really dumb. So we're gonna brute force this thing. I've seen asparagus staging as kind of the way that you win in the on Eve. So that's kind of my plan, but I'm also beginning to become extremely worried because it's showing that I've only got 4.6 kilometers a second, and I need to really quickly see if, like, is it even possible, like... Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at my map. It says 8 kilometers a second is what we need, but I don't know. Is that 8 kilometers a second on Kerbin or 8 kilometers a second on Eve that I need to get off of Eve? Because right now on Kerbin, I've got 9 kilometers a second. Okay. Okay, let's go back to Eve. Sea level. All right. Let's go ahead and save. Let's test our staging, because once we get this monstrosity built, we've still got to figure out how we're going to, like, get it to Eve and get the Kerbals on it. Like, I don't know, like, after the ladder incident with the rover, I think I'm going to put, like, a door at the bottom of the spacecraft with, like, a one-step thing ladder so they can climb up, and then I'll just crew transfer them up into the cockpit. All right. Here we go. We're going to go to full throttle. We have no Kerbals on board because this is too dangerous, even for a Kerbal. All right, here we go. Lock and load. Well, yeah, this isn't to go to... This entire package has to be delivered to Eve. This is my Eve rocket. I'm just making sure that my staging is correct and that the rocket flies correctly. Okay, whoop, 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 whoop. So yeah, we are just trying to make sure our rocket flies correctly, and then we're gonna package this thing inside of a giant aeroshell and send it to Eve. We also have to figure out how we're going to re-enter with it. I have no idea how that's going to happen. Okay, I'm just checking my staging, letting everything stage off of it. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. Okay, we're going a little bit fast for the atmosphere, kind of to be expected. This is a very, very fast rocket. Okay, we're going to check these final sets of tanks once I can get them to eject. Of course, we're going to be, this is going to be a huge orbit. You know what? I'm just going to burn right now. We're going to revert this flight anyways. I just want to get these rockets burnt out of fuel and make sure they eject correctly. Of course, I could just... Yeah, they work all right. They're a little heavy. But they work all right. All right, cool. So revert to vehicle assembly. My DV map says 4,500 for orbit around Kerbin and 12,000 to get off the surface of Eve? I don't even know how that's possible. Mine says, mine says 13,000 total for, I guess, a round trip. Hang on. Maximum plane change, Delta V, All values are... Flight possibility simulated by blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I don't know if 12,000's doable. I mean, it would have to be if that's the way you do it, but Jeebus. That's, like, impossible. Like, I just don't know where you put all the fuel, you know? The thumb for Kerbin is 2 kilometers a second in 2 stages. Yeah, that's my thing, is like, I just don't know. I mean, we're probably not going to get there today. Like I said, I only have a couple hours, maybe like 2 to stream. Okay, Spud, you say that, but I have Kerbals on the surface. We have to get them. We cannot complete the challenge until they are home. They must come home. Failure is always an option, but not right now. All right, let's go ahead and check altitude. Let's check our Eve altitude, Delta V. Jesus Christ, it makes like no difference. Altitude. 19 kilometers. How much do we got here? Okay, it's showing 9 kilometers a second at altitude. So, you know, if I could get this whole rig up there, we'd be good. Well, I think it doesn't even say 9. I think it says 8 kilometers a second on mine. Yeah, 8K gets you into a 100-kilometer orbit. Oh, yes, I'm going to refuel in orbit. Well, actually, there's a ship waiting in orbit to pick the Kerbals that will get on this craft up. Like, there's a ship waiting for them already, sitting in orbit. This is just to get my Kerbals from the ground to space. Okay. Yeah, and as you can see, I'm just going to asparagus stage the absolute crap out of this thing. Like, it's going to be an obscene rocket, everybody. I don't know how I'm going to land it yet. I mean, it's Eve, so I'm, you know, a lot of parachutes, probably. Oh yeah, that's gonna be the plan. So my delta V map says I need to get from the surface of Eve to a 100-kilometer orbit around Eve. I need 8 kilometers a second of delta V. Now, aerospikes, because of the thick atmosphere, are incredibly efficient in Eve. You know, they are the best. So what we're trying to do is add a lot of aerospikes to get us through the thickest part of the atmosphere. In orbit, this craft, this tiny, whatever's left over on this tiny craft, will rendezvous with the mothership. This is just the Eve lander, Spud. This is just the lander. There's going to be another stage that has to carry this all the way to Eve. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look at it from above. All right. I mean, it's the dumbest rocket I've ever made. And that's saying something, because I've made some dumb stuff, everybody. Okay. Alright, we're going to go ahead and save again. We got to just... The key is checking my staging every time I add a new layer. Because this thing is so dumb and so gigantic. I don't know how I'm getting it there. Like, genuinely getting it there is going to be... I just don't know. We're going to have to build a mega rocket. And we're going to launch it at, like, 1 frame a second to get it out into orbit. We're going to be doing a lot of time acceleration burns to get her where she needs to go. Because, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Throttle up. Okay, she's a little slower to accelerate than she normally is, but she is doing it. We're going to have to make sure our thrust-to-weight ratio is actually over 1 with this thing. Because we are flying a bit more sideways than upwards. Okay, stage 1. Okay, here we go. She certainly flies okay. I would say that is a good test, so let's revert to vehicle assembly. You could launch the lander in pieces and attach all of those ascent stages to the side of the lander with docking ports. I would be worried about it surviving re-entry. Also, I'd have to make sure they're straight. And I don't know about making sure that they're, like, straight on there. Alright, what else can I do to add more delta V to this thing? I mean, I could just keep going outward, but eventually I think we're going to reach a point of diminishing returns. Okay, here we go. Whoop! Whoop! Hang on tight, everybody. Poopy Boop's going to get crazy. I believe in me, everybody. Now, can I just... if I'm careful. Yes. Will it fit? Okay. Alright. Not exactly what I'm hoping for here. Alright. I think I'm going to start from scratch here because I messed that up, and I also think I need more oomph on my core stage. I think I've built a rocket that's very hard to expand upon. I've been more consistent to each atmosphere in one piece. Inflatable hit shields are just typically ship cutters in disguise. Hey, inflatable heat shields have saved this space program on several occasions. And I have, I think everybody who saw me land the space dump truck on Eve knows I probably have a plan here to get this sucker down. No. You. There we go. Okay. Now those should just barely not be touching. Alright, you know what? That makes me nervous. So what we're gonna do is let's go ahead. Let's find some structural thing. Let's push. Let's push these outward just a little bit. I know there's a part that specifically does this, but I want the strength of the hydraulic detachment manifold. It's big strong. There we go. I've got 2 Kerbals on Eve right now. They're comfortable, they're in the space dump truck. Like, they're happy. As everyone remembers, or if you didn't get to see last time, there was the Eve road trip where we all hung and drove for like an hour around Eve to try to get Kerbal, you know, to get them to the dump truck. Okay. So we're starting kind of from scratch here, everybody. But the reason is we just need more. Like, we just don't have enough power. Okay, we're not going to use the Rhino because the Rhino is scuffed. Okay, Spud, that's an incredibly good idea that is both reasonable and logical. You know we don't do those things. Alright, there we go. We're already almost at 4 kilometers per second of delta V. We're already almost where we were earlier. This is going to be fine. Plus, the difference between, like, 1 Kerbal and 2 Kerbals, Spud, is not very big. Like, it's pretty small, the size difference. Like, or the weight difference. Okay, we're going to add one more thing. You all are going to think I'm crazy, but trust me. Just trust me, everybody. I know what I'm doing here. Because we need to start thinking about how we're going to do this. Okay. This is how the Kerbals are going to get into the rocket, and in my mind, there's a tunnel that goes all the way up to the capsule. Yeah, well, this is the only time I've ever done it. And I do agree with you. I'm going to be pretty well done with this after doing it once. Any other... Well, I'll probably do it on Kerbal Space Program, too, because I have a problem. I feel like once I've conquered it once, you know, I'll be able to say, all right, now I kind of know how to do this. You know? Like, it's just the whole, like, it's very difficult, you know? Okay, there we go. We want these to be roughly even. And then there's going to a little tiny lander can that the Kerbals are going to be able to sneak into. So, we need to get a ladder. just not quite low enough. Hang on, can I get it down here just a little bit more? Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Tool, Move. But I hope that gets them where they need to go. Okay. Let me close that. Tracked ladder. There we go. All right. So that's how they'll get in. Yeah, so I'm gonna... So the plan is, Spud, as you know, we have to go every... Oh, yeah, you already know the plan. Sorry, I thought you were suggesting I do that now. Now, we're going to get to KSP2. I've got a date with KSP2. It's coming. The KSP2 day will happen. It will be glorious. But first, we must conquer KSP1. Okay. 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 Why does it show this as having Delta V? The staging in this game is so weird sometimes. Okay, now I'm just going to add some arrow. There we go. There we go. All right. Now we're going to add as many freaking... So that puts me at almost 4 kilometers right there. The question is, do I build another shell full of liquid rockets and then start adding my what are they called? My arrow spikes. That is the question. That is what we're thinking. Studying right now, 999. I like your name. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for coming and visiting. We're trying to build an ascent vehicle that gets some Kerbals off of Eve. I have some Kerbals that are stranded. I mean, doing research on Eve right now. Okay. There we go. Oh yeah, like, do I have fuel transfer tubes unlocked? I mean, I've got what's it called? I've got these guys, you know, that are going between the rockets, that are going between my outer rockets and my core rockets. Yeah, they're there. They're hidden in there. So yeah, I think we're gonna do another layer of stupid big, and then we'll go down to less stupid big. Okay, so we'll go there. There. Okay, are those offset? Those are offset. So we need to go this way. There we go. Okay. But that's going to explode them if they hit each other. So they're going to have to be at 90 only. Okay, I have confused myself here. Okay, we're just gonna do this now. This is easier. Are these things not attached straight? Oh, yeah, because there's 6 of them instead of 4. Okay, let's check that now. That should be about right. That is about right. Okay, cool. Okay, boop. Kerbals volunteered for an extended mission. I don't know what the difference is. Things are just going to peel away. Oh, yeah, there's going to be more boosters that are going to transfer to these boosters, and then there's going to be boosters out of that'll transfer to those boosters, and the fuel will just move inward. I think that's asparagus staging, right? Then I'm doing onion staging. I thought this game was about rockets and not vegetables. Okay. Alright. Okay, there we go. Alright. Okay, there we go. This is going to be a complex one, everybody. Okay. Alright. Ogre staging. The problem is you're carrying a bunch of half-fuel tanks at the middle of your burn. That is true. Typically, like, if you feed the fuel away from the tanks, the moment they're they empty very quickly. So you're not carrying them for a very long time. You know? Like, at least that's my hope right now. Eve is really hard. Like I said, we're probably not even getting to Eve today with this rocket, everybody. We're just trying to get it, like, built. You know? Now I would love to be able to... Why are these sitting so close? They are sitting up on those detachment manifolds, which is what we need. I don't want that thing where it, like... So feed fuel... And then that is connected to the mid, then all the issues are burning from a single tank. You end up carrying less empty tanks. Okay. I think I know what you're saying. I think we're talking about the same thing. Skipper. That's too big. I need something with really good Mastodon. No, I need something with really good, like... Need something with really solid vacuum. Okay. Nope. Okay, I'm looking for something with really good atmospheric performance. Okay. Size. That's more vacuum optimized. All right, I'm gonna go. Oh, hey, Bud, thank you so much, and thanks for joining the Discord. So you have 6A mid, and if you do 2A, 2B, 2C, it's more efficient, but you do you. Yeah, it's just hard to, like, explain all of this stuff to me without seeing it. And I made a promise that I would use no guides on how to do this. We're doing it live. Like, the goal is to just try to... Okay, what does this thing do? Like, there we go. Nope, too big. There we go. Okay, what is this thing's performance, though? It's not that much. I need oomph, people. I need as much oomph as I can get. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that'll do something. Okay. Now, I need to run my fuel lines. Okay, there we go. Nope. There we go. Okay. All right, there we go. God, this is stupid. Okay. Wait. I mean, it's... Oh, God, and two of them aren't even. Oh, dear. Okay, we're just going to grab this and ever so slightly try to move it into place. There we go. You got to be even. Don't worry, everybody. You're going to get all the boosters you could possibly imagine. God. I think I might have bit off more than I think I might be too dumb. Like, I'm feeling pretty big dumb right now. No. We need some sort of thing that can go on top of these and make them... There we go. Okay. There we go. Alright, that's a lot of rockets. Oh my god. Oh dear. Too much rocket. I am playing without any mods. I'm doing this complete... The plan was to do it totally vanilla. Had a Duna landing a couple days ago where I lost control over the landing speed at 45 kilometers and I had to go full throttle suicide burn until 2 kilometers to get it back. I did a Mun suicide burn. Someone clipped it at one point. I need to put it up on my Instagram. I was pretty proud of it because at the very end of it, you just hear me go, woo! Because it was like within a couple of meters of impact. Like, it was big scary. Alright. So there's that. 4.3. Now I think we're getting to the point too where the tyranny of the rocketry equation is going to be a problem for us. Because we're gonna start seeing some diminishing returns here pretty soon. In fact, we're probably already seeing them. These need to be up here. Well, mine was an accident because I was just like, oh god, I'm gonna hit the ground! Oh god, I'm coming down too quick! Oh, stop, stop, stop! And then it was fine. Alright. Boop, 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 boop. Now. Oh, I forgot the most important thing. We have to put on our Seppi boys. I mean, there are people, like, the speedrunners do, like, full-on, basically, like, crumple zones, you know? For landing. It's pretty impressive. Oh, you know, don't worry, the solid rockets are coming. You don't worry. The solid rockets are coming. Like... Okay. Okay. These two might clip into each other, but I'm not going to worry about it. They just got to do their job. Okay. Okay. How's the DC going? Oh, hey, Camel, by the way. Hang on real quick. Need to give you something. Oop. There we go. All right. Oop. All right, and we're back, everybody. Sorry about that. How's the DC? It's going bad. Everything's going bad. The rocket. I might be too dumb for this. Didn't want to lose that part of the ship in Strand 5 Kerbals, 2 on the surface, 3 in orbit, because the lander is also the mission's only propulsion. But that'd be better than losing Val. I mean, oh my god, using a lander as your only propulsion is... I can see the weight savings, but dear god. No, there is a perfectly competent and cromulent lander, or mothership, sitting in orbit around Eve right now. Just waiting for Kerbals to come and enjoy their trip home on it. Okay. Okay. Gotta think about this for a second. Okay. Okay. The other thing I want to do really quickly is I want to go ahead and auto strut that. Now auto strut that. Okay. And we'll do some manual strutting of all of this here in a second. But first we'll not worry about it. We just need to get rocket motor onto rocket. Its 3 nerve lander drive section has about 8 kilometers a second of delta V unloaded and 5 kilometers as a joint ship. Oh my god, that sounds almost like a poopy boop ship, except it's way more elegant and like well thought out. My ships are not that thought out, as you can see. I'm more of a... What's the word I'm looking for? I like to put it, on this channel, we do surgery with sledgehammers. Oof. Oh my god, look at this. Oh my god, it's so stupid. My computer's gonna be running at like 1 frame a second. Okay. That's a great question. How many parts are we at? 241. Well, I mean, we're not even at 5 kilometers a second here, so don't give me too much credit, I mean, about the elegance of this design, because it's gonna get dumber. Big fuel tanks go a long way. Okay. Okay. I also think that the idea to use some SRBs to get us through the first, like, minute of flight and try to get us as high as we can is also not a bad idea. Every couple of, like, days, the Kerbals on Eve call, and they're like, hey, how's that lander going? And the Kerbals here are like, yeah, man, it's going great, bud. Don't worry about it. Like, we'll have it ready to go in no time. You guys are fine. You guys just keep doing the science. Okay, I see a problem right there. I do not. They are rocket motors. So they are rocket aerospikes are rocket motors that don't use they don't have engine bells, but they're highly efficient in super dense atmospheres because basically a boundary layer is created as the hot stream of like a rocket exhaust moves down here, and the the denser the atmosphere, the closer it holds the stream to the inverse bell. I have not seen them yet, Camel. Just you should be able to find me in the server. Definitely just throw those pictures to me. DM them to me, and I will take a look as soon as the stream is over. Because I've got to go online, and apparently there's like a meme war happening already on the server. People are just memeing like crazy. Okay, and then I will read that next chat in just a second. Thank you guys for being so talkative. I'm happy that everybody's having a good day and is feeling good and is talking. Okay, boom. Alright, we need to put those... Okay, we got rockets firing at the wrong time. Okay. Okay. All right. This isn't getting us as much Delta V as I was kind of hoping it would. Okay. Boy? What's boy? How long do these things burn for? Once recovered, it is refurbished. 41 seconds. That's what it burns for. Okay. It is very thick. Mini rocket. Much thick. I actually think... Actually, I don't like this. We're gonna change something, everybody. We're calling an audible. I don't like that at all. I may end up not using aerospikes. I'm kind of just using them because people say they work well on Eve. But they're so little. They're so dinky compared to like what I truly, truly need here, that they may not be truly worth the effort that I'm putting in, but I have one more plan to try to make them work. Which is we're going to use big fuel tank, little engine. Okay, so let's go to our fuel tanks again. We're slowly working this out, everybody. Okay. Big fuel tank, little engine. For efficiency. I mean, we're going to have to make sure this thing has a thrust-to-weight ratio high enough to take off on Eve. Let's check. Ba 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 doop ba doo boo. Detailed stage information. Yes. Start mass, in mass. TWR. So. Okay, let's get this built first, and then we're going to worry about that in a second. So let's go ahead and move this up to here. And let's get this built, and then we'll check our TWR to make sure we're going to have enough power to go. Okay. Actually, we don't need those. Hang on, everybody. I got to think about something for a second. I got to think about something for a second. Okay. Okay, I like that. All right, that makes sense. So we'll go to boom, 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 boom. Okay, oh. They are now sent poo-poo, but I can show them to in stream to Norden did follow the progression. Well, that's why we're throwing up the server too. If you want to throw them under, I have a sub thing called creative on the server. If you want to throw them in there so that everybody can see them. That's what I'm throwing the server together for. Okay. Okay, we actually lost Delta V there? Oh my god. Beginning to think I may just abandon the arrow spikes. Like, beginning to think they're not super duper useful. Like... Also, my staging is looking a little bit weird. Stage. Stage. We'll see how it flies. Okay. How do you tell your thrust to weight ratio? Here we go. Thrust to weight ratio is not high enough. These are not powerful enough to do that. What I'm asking them to do. What shall we do? I suppose we're going to pop these off and we're just not going to use those. We're saying screw it. No, none of those. So let's go to here. Because all these rockets, I mean, it's got to be able to carry itself. It's going to kind of be a crappy rocket if it can't carry itself. Okay, can you just... How are you like this? There we go. Okay. Why is my thrust to weight so low? This thing should fly. Yeah, I'll put one, I'll plop one in there post-stream today. So that you guys can have a collaboration channel. First... Gosh darn it. Yeah, I definitely don't think we're even going to make it to orbit of Kerbin today. We're just going to be testing and tuning this stupid thing. Cool. I'll make it as soon as the stream ends. Well... Later, keep an eye on the channel, or keep an eye on the server later tonight, because I've got to go do something, like, mega soon as the stream ends. I completely and utterly overbooked my day today. Well, if I'm gonna do that, why don't I just... Alright, you know what? No, we're ditching these. These are pointless. We're losing the rocketry equation right now. We need to make sure this works. So I'm beginning to think these TWRs aren't really that good. How do you check your, like, just straight up... I need to know if this thing even flies. Like, we need to figure out if this thing can even fly. I'm beginning to become very concerned. Alright, okay, here we go. Could you add like a role for North so only I can write so other people... Yes, I can do that, Camel. I have to figure out how to do it, but I will make it work for you, okay? I'm not too good at running a Discord server. This is my first time I've ever created one or worked on one. So I'm gonna need a little bit of time to sort out how to do it. But yes, I will make it work for you. Boop. 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 Okay. Okay. All right, we need to go see if this thing actually flies. Because I don't think we have enough thrust to take off right now. Oh, okay, so Eve is just much more vicious. So it's gonna fly on Kerbin, but it won't fly on Eve because we don't have enough thrust to weight. That's okay. I could solve that problem. Don't worry, I'll take Camel. Do not worry, I will get it taken care of for you. I promise. Plus, I am gonna mod that server for a while myself, and then we'll figure out mods later, because it's scary. Okay, burn 131 seconds. Burn. Why does it keep saying that? Okay, actually, we do need to figure out if this thing can even take off under its own power, because the game is acting really, really weird right now. So we are going to actually test this thing really quickly. So let's go ahead. Because it's saying it doesn't have power in this stage. But I know it's not giving me delta V in this stage. So, but I know there's delta V there. So I'm wondering if it's just a glitch or if I have it set wrong. So let's go ahead and try this. Let's go ahead and let's just take it for a quick spin. So we'll put on some ejectable landing gear. It's all right. Like I said, I'll get to it this evening. The server is absolutely a work in progress because I've never created one. Because I actually had a little bit of an issue trying to build it today because what is it? Like I said, I was going to like try to just have a link in my about me in my channel, but apparently you can't do that until you're an affiliate, which is, I guess I want to be an affiliate now. It was always kind of just a bonus thing, but if it's unlocking a functionality that I kind of need, then whatever, we'll do it that way. We'll do it live. Oh, how will I get that to you? That's a great question. And you know what? We're going to work that question out. You know, that's a problem for next stream poop. Okay, that's a next stream poopy poop problem. This is current stream poopy poop problem. That's how we're getting it to Eve. Okay, good. All right. Yeah, that's a... Well, the thing is, I can't. You know, you have to have 8 kilometers of delta V to get off of Eve. Like, there is just... There's no way around it. There's nothing to be done for it. I don't know how props work, though. I've never made props. Like, we'll see. You know what? Maybe we'll get tricky on it. Let me see if this even flies. All right. I can try with props. Props are just, they're hard. They're like, they're just not something I truly understand. You know? Okay. What did I do wrong here? Oh, I did this wrong. Okay, so this goes here. All right, we're going to go ahead and save. Launch. I mean, I'm getting closer and closer to the concept that we're probably going to build a plane of some kind. You know, to get us high into the atmosphere. Or a propeller craft that lifts itself. You know, the problem there is if you're building a propeller craft, it's going to be power generation. How do we generate all the obscene amount of power that we're going to need to make it work? We'll work it out. We'll work it out. This stream is going to be a lot of test and tune today, everybody. I know that it's not usually it's a little more boring than my conventional streams, but I really, really, really wanted to see if, like, I can just... Okay. Alright, there we go. Now, the big thing we're going to do is we're trying to burn a lot of this stage down, because I don't really know what's going on with these guys. She's got a lot of power. See, that's what my concern is, Talk Tick, is I am concerned because there's... A prop craft makes perfect sense because of how, you know, thick the atmosphere is. If you could even get up 1, 2, 3 kilometers at Eve, you've given yourself a massive advantage. The problem is getting there. So I feel like this thing is just not, what's it called? It doesn't seem to be draining correctly. Yeah, everything's draining at the same rate, which is not how this is meant to work. All right, we're gonna revert flight. Revert to vehicle assembly. I think we're gonna have to do something wacky. All right, we're gonna play with props for the rest of the stream here, because I'm hoping to stop the stream at like 2 hours and 15 minutes. Because, like I said, I have some plans this evening, and I got to get those started. Okay. Let's just build a test craft. Okay, there we go. Delta V, sea level, Eve. Okay, we're gonna go to altitude. We're gonna say this thing, if we're lucky, will be at like 30 kilometers when this thing lights. That'll still give us 3 kilometers a second. So let's call that good. Okay. What if I could get us up to just 19 kilometers? Okay. Well, now you got me thinking. Now we're going to have to get wacky because I don't know how propellers work, but we're going to learn how they work. Okay. And that'll be under robotics. So first we need to build a platform. I don't know how we're going to generate the power for it, but we're going to worry about that. That's a problem for future poop. Okay. Well, the nose of the craft has our, what is it? It has our docking adapter on it. And those things are not mega strong. Like, it's got behind a shield. I'm not too worried about putting it down here. It'll fly a bit wonky, but we'll... Stabilization will be... We'll get that worked out. Okay. Okay. Alright. There's going to be our base frame for it. Now what we need is prop. And this is just a proof of concept, everybody. We're gonna just do a proof of concept. Where are my robotics? Standard rotor. I've never built one of these before. Okay. Medium, low torque, high RPM electric motor size. I need heavy rotor. Okay. Okay. We'll worry about that when we get where we'll worry about that in a second. Okay. Okay. Alright. Next, we need... I guess we need propellers, right? What do you use as a propeller? God, I feel dumb. I've never done this. Wing connector. Aeroplane tail fin. Main wing. Swept wing. Are there helicopter blades? Oh my god. Aeroplane control surface. Oh, here we go. Propeller blade. Ducted fan blade. I need big ones. Here we go. Turn. Okay. Nope. Yep, I gotcha. Propeller engines. Do they have propeller engines? Ah, this is so complicated. I'm learning. Props, fans, and helicopter blades. Helicopter blade. Oh, okay. There we go. Name. Propeller blade, helicopter blade. Okay. Oh, they're very big. Okay. All right, we're gonna have to change some stuff. All right, that's okay. That's all right. New plan. New plan, everybody. Hold tight. You all are gonna... You all are going to see how smart... Yeah, turbine blades don't work on Eve, unfortunately. But you all are about to see some brilliance. Robotics. What is the biggest one? Okay. 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 Now we're going to go to our aerodynamic surfaces. We go by name. And I want the biggest propeller I can find. There we go. How am I getting it down to the surface of Eve? Like I said, we're just not going to worry about that. Okay, there we go. Now, we need to have power. Now, how do you configure them? Are these throttleable? Rotation direction. Rotation direction counterclockwise. Okay, let's just go give this a shot. Like, you're literally watching me. Yeah, they changed pitch. You're basically watching me learn how to do this because I've never used robotic parts like ever in KSP. I don't know how they work. I don't know how to bind them. So you're just gonna watch me fail a little bit here, everybody. It's taking a long time to load, which makes me think it's probably gonna tear itself apart. Okay. So you have to bind, if you bind the throttle with the KLAL controller, it should be good. I don't know what that means. I do know they're not running. Okay, this is pretty funny. Oh, I know that they're supposed to... How do you adjust the pitch? Okay, all right. All right, let's go ahead and revert flight. Revert to vehicle assembly. Deploy angle. Okay. There. Deploy angle, 15 degrees. You can do it while flying. Well, what do you bind it to? This is the thing. I don't know how action groups work. I'm really stupid. Throttle. So, deploy angle. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. Okay, give me 1 second here real quick. I need to do something that makes these work better. Okay. Just give me 1 second here, everybody. Okay, what we need to do with these... There we go. Okay. Then... Okay, go to Actions. Gear lights, custom, pitch, yaw, roll, main throttle, set 1. Okay, I don't... Axis groups. Default not set to. See, that's the thing. These are you're throwing terms that I don't know. All right, main throttle. Default. And then set 1. I'm gonna have to watch like a video on this. Like, I'm too dumb for this. So default for main throttle, default, and then selection. I don't know what I select. Press default, then the fan. Okay, default. There we go. Okay, deploy angle. Deploy angle. Yep, I'm working on it. Click that. Deploy angle. This is complex. Okay. All right. Go to save. That should work. Let's give it a try. Let's see if it works. Okay, deep breath. Here we go. All right, come on. Computer's taking a long time to load, which makes me think that we're screwed. Okay. So let's make sure she's set up. We should deploy. Deploy. Okay, I need to revert really quick. Revert flight. Revert to vehicle assembly. All right, I got it. I've never worked with robotics before, so like this is a whole new game for me. Because I want to put the torque limit on these. Where's my torque limit? RPM limit. Rigid attachment off. Attach nodes. Yeah, it usually isn't this bad. It's motor size and output. The question is, how do I get them to start at the same time? Motorized, yes. Motor engaged, locked. Yeah, that's probably not helping us. Okay. The thing is, I can't change the torque limit in here, which is really weird to me. It says toggle those things. All right, let's go to action group. I want to go to stage. I want to make this a stage. Default. Toggle motor power. Nope, toggle motor power. Toggle motor power. Okay. Okay, so I got it set. But okay, I want to have a blank stage there. Let's see if it'll let me do that. Save, launch. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm sure this is frustrating to everybody who's really good at it. I'm just really bad at it. What the heck was that? Oh, okay. Here we go. SAS on. Okay. Deploy. Deploy. Oh! It works! It works! It's not stable, but it goes! Oh, I have an idea. I think there's an idea here, everybody. Hang on, let me scroll back down. All right, I think I have an idea here, folks, because I don't think there's torque, is there? Like, revert to vehicles. I don't think there's torque in this game, is there? Like, if you build, like, a helicopter, they don't spin, do they? I hope not. The only thing is, I guess I am going to have to put it up top somehow. Can you literally just set this here? No. The problem is, it's going to make staging kind of sketchy. Staging is going to be a real thing. All right, we may be putting Kerbals between craft the old-fashioned way, which is they get out and they do a spacewalk to transfer. Okay, why can't that attach to anything? There we go. Okay. There we are. We're working on it. We're working. I don't know how I'm gonna do this just yet. It's a lot of stupidity right now. Okay. Oh yeah, it's eventually gonna do this. This is not a final. This is not our final craft, everybody. This is we are proving concepts right now. This is just proof of concept. That's all we're doing here. Is we're just trying to see how we get this to work. And then once I know how it works, we'll go from there. Okay. Okay. Active control winglet. Okay. Okay, we're gonna save. Or go ahead and launch. Why are some of my rotors facing each other? Are they facing each other? I don't know. Let me take a look. Here in just a second, everybody, I'm gonna have to call it a stream because I do have things to do. So it's gonna be it's gonna be kind of a short stream today, everybody. But there is a reason I have to go take care of real life and hang with some homies. But I got the server done. People are joining. I'm really excited about that. All right. First, we're gonna turn our lights on. Okay, then we're just going to power this thing up. Okay, how do you just turn a motor on? I'm going to do that, and then just do, whoop. Okay. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. Deploy. Whoop! Whoa! Whoa! It's not the most stable craft I ever built. I don't know about... Okay. I don't know about helicopters, everybody. Oh, yeah, sweet. Please do. Please do. And I will build you guys a channel so that you guys can keep working on your project. Yes, Townie. Okay. I think what we do... All right, I think I know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to have to think about it for a while, everybody. I think... let's go to Space Center. I think what we're going to do is before we call it a stream today, this is going to be... Yes, everybody's throwing ideas. Thank you so much. That's how I attach... Okay, so mounting suggestion for the rotors. Use a fairing and turn on interstage nodes in the fairings dialog. Attach the rotors to those nodes instead of the structure. That's how I attach rotors for my gravity ships, so they can have multiple rotating segments with parts of a ship that do not rotate. Okay, that's powerful. I will do that. We're going to work on this all next time, everybody. We're very close to the end of this stream, unfortunately, everybody, because, like I said, I have some plans later. Yeah, you're speaking Camel's language, Talk Tick, right now, because I know they've been working on gravity rings for a project. All right, let's go check with the Eve Dump Truck Ultra Plus. And once we want to multiple rotating with parts of the ship that do not rotate. That's the other thing too, is if I have all these huge rotating parts, I got to figure out how I'm going to get all this inside of a fairing. I've got to figure out how all of those go inside of a fairing. That's the big thing. But first, we have to check on Space Dump Truck Ultra Plus. Okay. Let's see. How's my science going? He has barely made any science because we actually haven't been gone for that long. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Toctic, thank you so much. That's great. All right, so we don't have any science to train. By the way, these are the Kerbals. Just so, I know no one's seen them yet, so I think you should see our doomed soldiers. These are the Kerbals we're trying to rescue. This is the craft they landed in. I just wanted to put them on the surface. That was all that mattered. So now they are stranded here. And they're going to be here, you know, forever. Unless we can save them. It's Bob and Bill. We gotta get them back. We got to. And they, you know, the space dump truck, it's only missing one solar panel. We repaired everything else. We had to make the ladder super jank in the back so it would actually work. But yeah, they are on board Space Dump Truck. And they are happy about Space Dump Truck is one of my better creations. It is a vehicle purpose-built and amazingly designed for conquering the brutal landscape that is Eve. And they have lots of science to go through, so we have a very long time, everybody. We have a very, they're gonna be here for a very, very long time. Review stored data? Can I send that over there? Sweet. That's okay. Sweet. Bup. Okay. So let's go back to our Space Center. Let those guys continue their work. They have many long days and nights in front of them. Being stuck on the surface of Eve, basically forever. I'm gonna have to spend like a week thinking about this, everybody. This is a problem. It's either gonna be I'm gonna keep thinking about rotorcraft. I might watch a tutorial on how to build some rotorcraft so I can figure out what I'm doing. And then once we kind of have that figured out, I'll kind of sort out how we intend to get at least like a launch platform high up into the atmosphere of Eve. Or I may think about ways that we brute force it. I don't know yet. I've got to think about it. But yeah, that is the stream today. Sorry, it's very short, everybody. I normally like to go 3 or 4 hours, but I just don't have much time this weekend. But next week, get ready. We're probably going to do a mega stream on Saturday where I just go at it and I start streaming for like hours and hours and hours until we get off of Eve. Thank you, everybody who came in and showed up and chilled out with me. TalkTick, thank you so much for the follow. I am going to whisper something to you if you're still watching. I'm going to go ahead and kick you a link to the Discord server. Thank you so much for following and all of that. What else? Got to think about everything else. Plugs. Oh, I have to do plugs. Blah, 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 YouTube, blah, 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 Instagram, blah, 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 Discord. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching today and coming and hanging out with me. Going to be more streams next weekend. I also think I might play Outer Wilds on stream. I've been going back and forth on that because I don't really know if I want to spoil it for anybody. I have a suggestion box in the Discord server. Throw some games in there. I love science games, love space games that you guys would like to see being played. And I will try to get them into the queue. We do want to play Half-Life eventually as well. That's been discussed. I'm kind of marathoning Kerbal right now because I feel like we're very close to the end. Anywho, thank you so much, everybody. 07 TalkTick, 07 indeed. Elite is also on that list, everybody. I will catch everybody very, very soon, and have a lovely rest of your weekend.